Hello YouTube and welcome to another Backblaze rclone tutorial. So in this video I'm going to show you how to create encrypted remotes. So are you ready? Let's get started. So first thing first, what is an encrypted remote? So actually when you upload files and folders to the B2 Backblaze storage, Backblaze can see the file names and also the file contents, okay? So in order to avoid that, we create what we call a crypt remote. So a crypt remote is simply a second remote that sits on top of your B2 remote and encrypt everything before uploading, okay? So rclone's crypt backend wraps another remote and automatically encrypts file before upload and decrypt them when downloaded, okay? So here I'm gonna show you how you can do that, okay? So of course we'll be using our famous command rclone. So there are some steps that we have to follow. Actually, the first step is to create a simple normal B2 remote. So first thing first, we're gonna do that. We're gonna actually use the command rclone config. So this command will allow us to see the remote that we have, okay? And also create new one if we want. So here, as you can see, we have a remote called B2 and also the type of the B2, okay? So as I told you, the first step is to create just normal B2 remote. So for that, I'm gonna hit the letter N for new remote here, okay? So we have here to provide a remote name. So I will call it, for example, Ninatos. Simple as that. I'm gonna hit enter. So here we have to provide storage type. So for us that will be simple B2 remote. So I will just type B2, okay. Here we have to provide the account ID and also the keys for creating this actually remote, and for those you're gonna actually get them from the website Backblaze website, okay, as I showed you on my first video. So let me provide this credentials here. So this is the ID, okay, and now I need its value. Here we go. I guess now everything is okay. We have option hard delete, so I'm gonna use just the default and hit enter here, okay. Edit advanced config, no, I don't need that, so I'm gonna hit N, okay. Now so you can see now that we gonna create a remote called Ninatos and the type is actually B2. So yes, this is okay, so I'm gonna hit yes here, okay. So you can see now a new remote has been created called Ninatos, okay, and the type is B2, which is normal B2 remote. So the second step is to create the bucket, okay. So inside this Ninatos remote, I'm gonna create a simple bucket just for storing our files. So I'm gonna use the command rclone make directory, okay, and simply I'm gonna invoke here the remote Ninatos and semicolon. Then here I'm gonna actually enter the bucket name, so I will call it just Ninatos, for example, bucket, okay. So I guess now everything is okay, everything is set up. So we have created our normal actually remote. Then inside this normal remote we have created a bucket called Ninatos bucket, okay. So now I'm gonna create a crypt remote. So for that I'm gonna actually use also the rclone config command. Here we go. So now we have to choose to create a new remote once again. So I'm gonna hit N, okay, enter a name for this new remote. So I will call it Ninatos encrypted just to distinguish it from the other. Encrypted, here we go, okay. So the type will be this time crypt, Okay, here we have to enter actually a remote, then the bucket that we have created previously, which are just normal one. So here the bucket or the remote is called Ninatos semicolon, or actually a colon, not semicolon, and therefore the bucket name is actually Ninatos bucket, as you have seen when we create this bucket here. Okay, so I guess now everything is okay. I'm gonna hit enter here, and here we have option for file name. Do you want actually the file name to be encrypted or not? So for me, I want also to encrypt the file names, so I'm gonna choose option 1. Okay, and same thing for directory name. Do you want also the directory's name to be encrypted? So you can leave them as it is, it means in clear text, or just encrypt them. So I will just use here option 1 to encrypt also the directory names. Okay, so now the option for a password. So here you have to enter the password to encrypt the file and folders. So you can generate a random password or you can choose your own. So I'm gonna choose yes for typing my own password here. And remember, if you forget this password, you will not get your files back, or at least you will get them actually encrypted. Okay, and here you can choose another layer of security, which is called salt password. You can give it or just leave it actually blank. So for me, I will choose no, I will leave it just blank like this. So you want to edit advanced config? No, I don't need that. And I guess now everything is okay, so I will hit yes. Okay, so you have here seen the process of creating this encrypted remote, and here it is. As you can see, we have now a remote called Ninatos encrypted. So we can use this remote in order to actually copy files, and those files will be encrypted in the Backblaze B2 storage. So let's do that. So for example, here I am on my desktop folder, and inside this desktop folder I have a folder called demo. So I will show you here this folder. Here it is. So the folder name is demo. Okay, and it contains a lot of, not a lot of, but just some files. And I will try to upload this folder to this encrypted actually remote. Here we go. So simple as rclone copy command, and I will copy here the demo, okay, folder to the Ninatos encrypted remote. Okay, so you can see here the folder name is actually Ninatos encrypted. So till now everything is okay. We're gonna hit our enter and see what we get. Okay, so I don't have here any actually errors, which means our files has been successfully uploaded. So let's see actually what is inside this Ninatos encrypted remote here. So I will use the command ls, and I will try Ninatos encrypted remote. Okay, so you can see now that I have actually all the file names that have been actually uploaded to the folder. Okay, but actually if you go to your website and Backblaze B2 storage, you will notice that all the file names are actually encrypted. So let's see that. Okay, so this is the website. I'm gonna enter simply. Okay, so this is our Ninatos bucket, and indeed, as you can see, all the file name has been encrypted, okay, because we have specified that when we were creating this encrypted remote, okay. But let me actually view that on the command line here, okay. So if I execute the command line, if I execute actually this command here, and here I'm gonna list this time not the encrypted remote but the normal one, you can see that all the files here are also encrypted format, so I cannot see the folder names or the file names in clear text. If you want to see actually the file name in clear text, you're gonna use the rclone command, but this time with your encrypted remote, as you can see here. So you have to distinguish between a remote encrypted, like this one Ninatos encrypted, and the normal one, which is B2 Ninatos packet, that will give you just the encrypted version of your files here, okay. So you have to keep that in mind. So I want just to mention very important facts here, that the encryption happen locally on your computer before the data is uploaded, okay, and the Backblaze only stores encrypted data. And the most important thing, if you lose the password or the salt password, if you have used it, your encrypted file are unrecoverable, so you have to keep that in mind, okay. So that was just a brief video to show you how to create encrypted actually remote in the Backblaze B2 storage. So if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment or a like. As always, I hope it has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing. Bye bye.